You're listening to Rebel Spirituality with me, Sam Goldfinch. Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't follow rules. So each week we're going to explore what it means to wake up your way so you can live a more peaceful, creative and inspired life no matter your circumstances. It's time to blaze your unique path to truth. Hey my rebel friend. Okay, this week I'm going to read to you a piece called The Ego's New Costume that I wrote for Substack this week. And I'd love your support over there if you're not a subscriber. If you do subscribe, you'll get a weekly article from me in your email. But you don't need to subscribe. You can also just go over there and read the stuff. But you never miss one if you do. And there's also notes. If you're on the app, you get like a daily pointer from me, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I appreciate all of you who support me over there. But I wanted to read this one because it speaks to just calling out what is actually happening for us on the kind of spiritual path or whatever it is. And I think there's a lot of pedestaling that happens. I think there's a lot of projection onto people. And it's almost like we think people, your Eckhart Tolles or your Byron Katie's or whoever these people might be, we think they've transcended their humanity and that they don't have human experiences, or they've banished certain feelings, or they can't get caught up in their thinking, and I just don't know if that stuff's even helpful, to be honest with you. So here we go. So it's called The Ego's New Costume. So I've spent a lot of time over the years thinking about being spiritual. Thousands upon thousands of hours studying spirituality, trying to live a spiritual life, trying to be the best student, trying to be enlightened. I mean, what would fill in your guru of choice do? How should spiritual Sam show up in this moment? What would my higher self do? And it consumed me for a while. And there's nothing wrong with that. As I see it, there isn't anything that's not spiritual. It's all included, including trying to be spiritual, including seeking like a motherfucker for something I was never missing. It's something I did until I didn't. It was all perfect. It had to play out that way. It was the only way it could be. And it made sense until I saw through it and saw it for what it is. A form of protection and projection of the ego. And that energy had to burn itself out, and for whatever reason, I had a lot of energy to burn. What I now know is that thinking about being spiritual is very different from simply living. From just showing up as who you are and living from the heart. Just being yourself, as Sid Banks would say. To give it all up can seem pretty scary at first. Frightening, potentially even. I mean, doesn't all the spiritual shit make you special? Hasn't it given you meaning for all these years? What's left when you give that all up and just live? For me, honestly, it was a relief. Like shedding an extra skin I didn't know I was wearing. But I couldn't see it until I could. I had to become truly sick of all of it before I was ready to be ordinary. To come full circle and see the beauty in all of it. All the human stuff, all the emotions, every last drop of our humanity. And then, of course, the ego tries to take this seeing and turns it into its next costume. Look how ordinary I am, it says. Look how enlightened I am in my ordinariness. No one is as ordinary as me. I catch my mind doing that too. And you have to giggle, really. I guess this ego thing is here to stay. And that's okay. I see it for what it is these days. A new costume. I hope you have a beautiful week. I'll see you soon.